what made you sort of look at the USA as an option, first of all?
It was around November time in the second year, so it was quite late to be able to think about even deciding to go to America. But I remember Sedi and Hallis pulled me into the office and they had a chat with me and said, "We think you'd do well in America," type thing. Have you thought about it? And I went, I hadn't even. I know one of my close mates from Durham's going there, and I hadn't really thought about it as an option. It's a fantasy. It's like I'd love to do it. It's a dream. But whether I'm able to go do it on the other hand is another thing. Said he went, "I'll help you. I'll get you in contact with an agent, and we'll see what happens." And from there on, I started sending clips from my games. And I think Sam was the agent. He worked at Peterborough at the time. He helped me compile a video of my highlights, and he sent my videos out, my highlights out to American coaches, and here I am.
Yeah, so what was your so was the place you're at now, is that the only place you applied, or did you said you sent your videos to quite a few different things?
I had quite a few different coaches reply and ask if I wanted to go there. The procedure is you send your videos out, and whatever coaches are interested in you, they reply back to you and say, "Look, I want you to come and play here," etc., etc. And this college I'm at now, I had a call with the coach, and he's from England himself. Just having an English coach itself is like it definitely helped me and made my decision a lot easier, because I knew, and obviously he's English, he can relate to me a bit more. Going over to the States by myself is a big thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely
having someone who's English and that can relate to you. And he said there's a lot of English lads on the course, so feel a bit like home in a way.
Yeah. Where are they? Where are the English lads? Where are the other English lads from? Are they? None of them are like close by or all around the country, I guess.
Yeah, we've got Manc lads from Manchester, Newcastle, Liverpool, loads of different. Like it's all over the place, but none near Norwich. No.
I didn't know whether you'd turn up. Oh, it's such a small world, and it's like, oh, I know you, but no, it's quite a big place, isn't it? So yeah, describe how you felt when you found out we accepted. Where were you? Did you receive? Was it a phone call, email, or something like that when you found out that you were accepted?
It was more of I got a text from obviously the coach that I was interested in, the college. He asked me to set up a call with me and my dad, so I had a chat with him.
Yeah.
And he pretty much just told me how much he wanted me to come in and play and start as a right back there. And obviously sitting there hearing a coach say that from another country, like in it, you know how big American soccer is out there.
Yeah,
it's growing every year. It's massive, and obviously I was very excited, and I just wanted to get it done. And I said, "Yeah, I'm happy to commit to your college." And I was there the following. Well, because of COVID, I couldn't go in the first.
I remember speaking to you.
I couldn't go from August to December, so I had to stay at home and do a couple of classes online. But then I went in January, and the rest was history.
Yeah. I remember speaking to you that like you couldn't. It was like deferred because obviously the COVID thing happened and then travel and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was horrible, stressful.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Did you didn't think at any point it wouldn't happen? Did you? I mean, you knew it would, but it was just obviously. Yeah.
Coach was adamant we were all going to go out there. It's just when. That's when. That's what. Yeah.
But so you got there now, so that's all good. Talk us through like where you are. Tell us about the college, what course you're doing. So give us sort of broad stroke of everything that you're doing.
So I'm at a junior college. So I go here for 2 years. A junior college is something that helps you get your name out a bit, and if you do well, it broadens your opportunities at going to a bigger university. So like you've got different levels. You've got D1, NIA, D2, D3 universities that are all massive. And obviously if you go to a junior college, you play 2 years and then you go on to the last 2 years. I've got a third year because of COVID, so I'll get an extra year, but go on to there. Like 2 of my mates have just recently signed for one of the big universities. They're called Georgia State. Their American football stadium holds about 75,000 people.
Wow.
Which for American football university it's crazy. They're a Division 1 school, so they're big. But the place I'm at itself, Coastal Bend, is it's in a little town in Texas called Beeville. It's very nice. There's not much to do, but it's very nice in a way. You're there to play football, you do football, and then you do your schoolwork. The football itself is pretty much the same as Open. You train every single day. except we have an actual gym. So we go to the gym, we do gym classes, and stuff like that. The classes I'm taking at junior college, you do general classes. So I take everything. I've taken business, I've taken economics, I've taken history, I've taken a mix of things it gets me a degree. That'll take me on to do my sports management bachelor in my next uni, which then I'll hopefully do my master's as well. So my education side of things is looking very, very bright at the minute. And also because this is my last 6 months at Coastal Bend. In August, I'll look to transfer to another place. At the minute, I'm talking to a couple of big universities at Division 1 in Houston, and then the top 5 NIAs in Missouri and Oklahoma.
Yeah, so it sounds really exciting stuff, man.
Oh, this is the best time of being a junior college athlete, because you're able to talk to a load of different coaches that have been watching you for the last 2 years. Especially like in our first year, we did so well. We won our conference, which is unheard of for college. Like I weren't expecting much. We won our conference that has Tyler Junior College in, which have won the conference for 10 years in a row. They've won the national championship 6 years in a row. And we went and played them at home and beat them 3. And then we went and played them away and beat them 4-3. Yeah. And it was the biggest thing ever. Conference, and we were ranked number 1 in Texas, and then we got to ranked 5th in the nation. So it was a big year.
You mentioned you got an English coach. There's some players from England there as well. What do like a typical American like junior college do to help people from abroad sort of settle in to the way of life there? Is it much different to over it? Like obviously the weather's different, but what other sort of aspects are different to it, and how do the college sort of help you settle in?
There's not much difference, to be fair. We're in dorms, so we're all together anyway. We're on a college campus, so we're all chucked in together. You've got a roommate, so instantly you're with someone you don't know, and you've got to make, obviously, either you can be friends with them or just be an associate, but you're a teammate. So at the end of the day, you're all going to be quite close. I mean, we've got lads from all over the place, like Brazilians, Italians, Spanish lads. We've got a Japanese lad who was there this year. We've got a couple of South Africans, Trinidad and Tobago lads, Barbados. We have a Barbados international left back.
Oh, wow.
He was unreal, to be fair. We have a mix, and then you all just become really close. You learn each other's different cultures, which is something that I love, being able to learn different things about different people and where they come from. I feel like it's been one of the best experiences for me, and I feel like it's helped me come out of my shell and become a much more confident person.
Sounds it like if you got. I didn't realize there'd be so many like different people from different countries there's not many those programs.
There's not many Americans in our team. There's maybe 4 or 5 actual Americans in our team. Yeah. So there's more of a mix of nationalities and different styles of play. I mean, the Brazilians they were out. We have a little beach volleyball thing, that sand, and they were out playing foot tennis in the sand all day. It's unbelievable. You can go over there, try it, and you're kicking the ball on the floor and that. And these are doing all sorts of skills.
Yeah, no, that sounds really cool, because obviously the different cultures, and obviously you learn a lot about that as well, and obviously it's good to make some good friends, and which can help you settle in. So that's where you are now. So you're enjoying it, obviously.
Yeah, mate, it's been the best thing I've ever done. I mean, I've come back with a ring that in America it's quite.
Yeah, you showed me that earlier. Hold that up.
I'll get it up now. It's quite hard to get. So I mean, that's the ring I've got. I'll hold the sides up. But I mean, coming back with a ring is quite a big achievement in America, because it means that you've done something big. I mean, we've got this for winning the conference, something the college has never done before. So I mean, it's a bit of history that will live with me forever. I mean, I'll get it forever.
Yeah, no, that's such a cool thing to get, and obviously with your squad number and name on it as well, that sort of tops it off, doesn't it? Yeah, definitely. So that's where you are now. So what I'll talk about next is playing for Sheringham. So what was your like impressions of the club when you first, because I think you played at Sprowston for a bit first, didn't you, and then came to...
I was at Sprowston. I loved my time at Sprowston. It was a funny club. I love all the boys there. But then I remember Haller's coming up to me and saying, do you want to sign for Sheringham? And I went, yeah, of course. I'd love the opportunity to come and play. And I remember, I think it was the first game I played that I came on at was Felixstowe away.
Yeah.
And I remember I think I scored and we won. I think we won 5-1 or something. I scored and got 2 assists or something. And it was one of the best feelings in my life at the minute, coming on my debut and scoring. Obviously, you've got the Sheringham Ultras that are there that follow every week in, week out.
Yeah, keep them happy. You can't go far wrong.
100%. If you keep them happy, you're fine. You're in the good books. Yeah, and then from then playing for Sheringham, it's a great experience because you're playing men's football at such a young age. So you're getting thrown at the deep end, and you're learning the physical side of football as well as playing at a very good level in Sheringham. You're playing against all these teams that are very decent.
Casting my mind back, it's probably about 3 seasons ago. So you were one of the youngest, probably the youngest one in the squad, weren't you, at the time?
At the time, I think I was, yeah.
Yeah, how was
Alex
Alex Smith, yeah. So how was that going? Because obviously that's very different, isn't it? Going in from like the Open Academy where all like lads your own age, and then you're going into a change room with adults. It's quite like, how did you find that?
It helped me being at Sprowston before, because obviously that was I was the youngest there by a mile, I think. Now me and Money were at Sprowston. Me and Kieran Money were at Sprowston. So we were in the change room together, and obviously that was full of older lads, and it was definitely an experience. I mean, it's funny, don't get me wrong, it's funny, and you learn a lot of things in the changing room, and you learn a lot of things about the game. But going to Sheringham, I mean, all the lads were brilliant with me. They took me in. I mean, we had Boise took me in. He's funny. A couple of the lads that are there, Abo, I don't know if he plays much, but Abo was brilliant. But yeah, it was a fantastic experience at a young age to be able to go in and play football at that level.
Yeah, so I remember one of your first, one of your last games before you went back, you scored a hat trick, didn't you? That was
Sudbury.
Yeah, that was quite a way to sign off, and you got a match ball as well.
Scored a hat trick and won a penalty in that game. I remember it. Yeah, that was one of my best games to date, I'd say.
Yeah. So, what was your favourite game? Do you reckon you played in for Sheringham?
Personally, probably favourite game is being able to score my first proper hat trick. It would probably be one of my favourite games, that personally. But then playing in the evening game against Norwich CBS, we were 3-0 down in the first half or something. And we came back to, I think it was a draw, and we drew 3-3, but it was just unbelievable how it happened. And it was one of them nights that you love.
Thinking about this the other day, what would be like one of my favourite games, and that's definitely up there, because 3-0 down at half time, I thought we were absolutely dead and buried. And the way we just came back into the game like that was like, I've never seen anything like it. I think you and Halo had a pretty good game down the right that day, didn't you?
Yeah, that game. Yeah, I think we're both on fire. Obviously, Halo is a very good lad to have down the right with you as well. So
to sort of like sum everything up, what advice would you give to anyone that's wanting to apply to the Open program at the moment? What sort of advice would you give them?
I'd say know that you want to do something within sport. Maybe you don't have a clear mind of what you want to do exactly, but know that you want to do something within sport. And if it's football, if you want to continue with playing football at the highest level, remember your education is also so important. So keep that as high as you can, but then also knuckle down on football, because you never know what could happen. I mean, in the first year I didn't like football at all, and then in the second year I'm out. I get much moved to America, and all of a sudden I'm playing at a very good level in America. So I mean, things can change within 5 months to a year, even within 4 weeks. Things can change. Just knuckle down, do your schoolwork, and then see what happens with the football.
It's been great to chat to you, mate. To hear your experiences in America, a few stories I haven't heard before, and like good to catch up with you again about how you're getting on and everything like that, and how you found the course itself, and really glad to see you getting on really well now over in the States. So thanks ever so much for joining us and giving your insight, and go well, my man. Thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you.